Hi guys. Okay, so today I am in a rush. Gosh, I swear like that's me every day. Um I'm going with Professional right now as we're talking. That's Chris has already taken the girls to pick out some outfits. I believe at Old Navy or the outlets. I live in an area that has outlets close by, and that is amazing. Professional normally is meant for just the areas where your pores are. Um, I'm a little extra, so I put it everywhere. So that's what I'm doing. It definitely smooths out the skin. It makes it look like it's all nice and ready for your foundation. Obviously, it doesn't do anything with the redness, but that's what the foundation and concealer is for. So just got out of the shower yesterday. I woke up in crazy pain with my neck and my back shoulder, like the back of my shoulder, and I was not ready for the world. So last night, me and my best friend went and got massages, definitely loosened it up a little bit, but as we were farkling and making dinner and things like that later, it started to tense back up. By the time I got home, I was like down for the count, heating pad, ice, alternating, like anything helped me. I'm going in with my Estee Lauder. I got the big guy that normally you get at the makeup counters, Nutritious Intensity 2.0. So I absolutely love this stuff and I haven't used it in a really long time. So I'm going to go in with that today and just see it's still as amazing as I thought it was. I'm using my Morphe sponge. So I either need to meet Chris in a little bit at either Old Navy or the outlets, wherever they ended up at, or their second destination by the time I'm done. Then we had gymnastics and then a birthday party from 3 tonight to 8 tonight. A 5-hour long birthday party. So Devin's really excited because it is all about Fortnite and swimming. So he is like, best birthday party ever. I'm ready to go. Sunday we have tutoring and then we have baseball practice. Devin did get selected to be on majors this year. He is super stoked because he has a lot of his friends that he was looking forward to playing with. One in particular that he was thinking was going to go to majors without him, and he was trying to be on majors just so they can be together. So I'm so happy they have each other. Really great kids, like all of them. So I'm excited. Same coach as he had on All Stars as well as fall ball, or not fall ball, but in spring. And he loves that coach too. So it makes it really easy. Chris is an assistant coach, so he'll be helping out when he can. And then he just signed back up for softball, which is Thursday nights. Devin has karate 3 nights a week. And Alyssa's speech should be starting soon, every Tuesday and Thursday. So we are always busy, go, go, go. I swear, if we just had a day to do nothing, although that would be my favorite day ever, I would feel like something is wrong just because we're not doing a whole bunch of stuff. I feel like this foundation's a little bit patchier than I remembered it being. But I haven't used this in a couple months either, so... this is supposed to be a full coverage foundation. A lot of people use this particular one, like in weddings and things like that. I figured since I'm going to be all over the place and I don't really know my head from my butt today, that I should probably go a little bit heavier than what I've been using the last couple days, which is the Benefit Hello Happy, which I love, guys. I absolutely love. But at the end of the day, it still looks decent. Like, definitely not full coverage, but enough to kind of reduce the red on my face and blend in and do a good job. So why did I choose to use a foundation I haven't used in months today? Who knows? Who knows? So what are your guys' weekend plans? Do you guys have anything fun planned? I hope so. My neck is still really bothering me, even with the heating and the icing. Like, this entire side is so tense right now. I just got out of the shower and I was just like, oh my gosh, just let me stay in here so I could have the hot water bead on it. But realistically, that water will shut off at some point. So already around my nose, not doing amazing. I'm going to put on concealer, and I'm going to use the Born This Way. I was going to go in with my my ColourPop concealer, but I think because I'm using a heavier foundation, I'm going to go ahead and go in with the Born This Way. I don't know. We'll see how everything works out today. Yeah, my mom called earlier when I was in the shower, and I grabbed my phone and I texted her real quick, like, hey, I'm in the shower. I'll call you when I'm out. So what does she do? Call my other phone, that's of course in my kid's hand, and talk to all of them, then text me back and be like, okay. Like, you already talked to whoever you wanted to talk to. I'm sure you were calling for them, not me, but okay. Alright, so let's blend this stuff on in. You guys, if you have not tried this yet, go get yourself some. Like, it's just awesome. I think it's 29 bucks or around there. But most high-end concealers are. And I love this stuff. Like, I absolutely love it. Like, this might be my absolute favorite. I always thought it was the Tarte Shape Tape or the NARS Radiant Concealer. And I still love my NARS, but this just does a great job. Like, a great job. And I'm out of my Born This Way foundation, which I was never, like, a huge fan of, but the two products together work so nicely. So I think I'm going to pick some more up. I don't even know what day it is. The 18th, 19th, I don't know, something. But the VIP Rouge sale is going to start happening where you get 20% off of your products at Sephora. So I'm going to make sure that's on kind of my wish list. So when I go in to do my shopping, which it's nice because when you are Rouge, you kind of get to shop ahead of time. So less likely that things are sold out of things that you want. And granted, like 20% off of stuff is not amazing, but like some of the high-end stuff, the Natasha Denona, the full price Born This Way, I should have bought. Ulta just had it for 25 bucks and I thought I had enough, and I should have just checked my drawers to see if I had a backup, and I didn't. So shame on me for that, but it'll allow you to get that 20% off at Sephora. And then recently, and I don't know if it's like official because I haven't seen it on the Sephora stuff, but I've seen it like on the secret, like, let out the news early sites, that they are going to allow now for, you know, spend a certain amount, get, you know, to a certain point level, and then you can transition that to $100 Sephora gift card. So you can actually get product back. And then for Rouge members, and I don't know if it's just for Rouge, I thought it was just for Rouge, but you'll get a full-size product to choose from versus like the mini and deluxe that they have on their site for like their perks. So I'm like, okay. Like they've heard us, like, who shop at Ulta be like, hey, step up your game. And I think that they're trying to do it, which is awesome. I got this the other day, the Japanese powder. And it's just a translucent setting powder, and I love it, guys. Like, I absolutely love it. I think it makes the face look flawless. And the funny thing is this was like on a discounted rack, and I'm like, oh, I didn't even know they had translucent setting powder. And so like I bought it just to try it, and like I'm so sad that happy for me because it was on the discounted shelf, but I'm kind of sad for them because I don't think anybody knew how amazing this product was, because I would have paid full pop for it, which I think was like 35 bucks or something, which, yeah, like, I mean, all the prices of makeup, like, if you're looking at doing a full face, like, I'll have to do one of those challenges where full face under 20 bucks or under 10 bucks or whatever, because it's really hard to do, like, because I intermingle, like, high-end and, like, drugstore stuff, doing my makeup all the time, not thinking, you know, anything of it, because you have some products that perform just as well as high-end, sometimes outperform high-end products that you can find in the drugstore. So I think it's really interesting when people are like, oh, $5,000 face or $3,000 face. And if you think about it, like, starting from the start to finish, like, you know, at least a several $100 face, right? Like, I'd probably say my face is worth, you know, $500 almost on a daily. Which seems crazy to me, but if you add up, you know, oh, the sponges and the serums and the lotions and the primer and the concealer and the foundation, I don't know if I already said that, the setting powder, you know, your bronzer, your highlight, if you're doing a contour on top, your eyeshadow, like if you're using a full palette and the palette's expensive, that adds up quickly, your liner, your mascara, your eyebrow products, your lipstick, your lip liner, your setting spray, like if you're using an eye primer as well, not just a face primer, if you're using a glitter primer, you know, like all that stuff like adds up. So, and all your brushes, if you take those in, oh my goodness, you know what I mean? Like this brush alone, I want to say was like $40 or $50. One brush. It's amazing. It's the best brush I have. But that it adds up. It's crazy. So I don't know. I don't think people really, not people, I'm saying people as in like people that don't wear makeup understand like, wow, like there is a lot that goes into it. Not, they might just think we're crazy too. Who knows? But okay, so I'm gonna close that. So this is definitely, although it's like messy, this is my new favorite product find. Like prior to that, it was obviously my Born This Way concealer, but right now it is totally that Japanese powder. And I'm so happy that it came into my life and we have it now forever together. Yay. Okay, so let me put some brows on. I'm not gonna do anything crazy because I do have to make it semi-quick, so I'll go in with my Cabral. I am shade 3. So we will get moving and grooving. Today is the first day that I haven't like blown dried my new haircut and like styled and all that kind of stuff, just because we are in a hurry. So I put some curling product into it, although my hair is a little bit natural curly. So it'll be interesting to see later when it starts to dry down what the look will look like, and if this is something that I can pull off, or this is something like, oh my gosh, nope, you need to blow dry and curl your hair every day, blow dry and flat iron or round brush it or whatever. It'll be interesting. Alright. I really hope I can last at least another few days without having to go and get my eyebrows done, but I don't know if I can make it. Like, they're getting a little gnarly. So I normally just go in and get them waxed, and that's like my preference because threading scares the living crap out of me. I don't know if you guys have done the threading before. If you have, let me know. Like, am I totally just freaking out over nothing? Like, it's funny because like that scares the crap out of me, but microblading, I'm like, oh, I need to do that. Yeah, my brain works in weird ways. So if you've done that, like if you've had them threaded, let me know. Like, is there a major difference? Like, is it painful? Like, as you sit there, like, do I have to pretend to be a big girl, or is it really no big deal? Like, my pain tolerance is pretty high as well. I don't know. I stepped on a security tag, like, you know how they're like screwed into one another? Well, Ross left a pair on my son's pants, and we were reorganizing his room, and I was making him go through everything, so all his clothes were laid out. So there's no way that I couldn't walk in a piece of clothing trying to get to the other side of the room. And I stepped on his pants. This is probably last week or a week and a half ago. And the part that was left was like the metal screwed in part, and I hit my bone, and it hurt like really bad. But I wasn't like a baby about it, you know what I mean? Like, I probably should have gone and gotten a tetanus shot because my toes got tingly. Like, it was definitely painful, but like, I still was a trooper. I did my thing, you know what I mean? Like, I got stuff to do. Ain't got no time to be going and doing other visits to getting tetanus shots and all that crap. Like, I got kids to tote around and work to do. So as far as pain level, like, I'm, you know, pretty tolerant. I mean, crap, I was in labor went in on my birthday, and then all day on my birthday, the next day, and the next day, I then had my son, my first child, and I decided, oh yeah, let's totally have more kids. Well, the third one was a surprise. We were not planning or trying for that third one. Kayla Marie, she was definitely our surprise child, but I wouldn't have it any other way. I absolutely love and adore all of my kids, but I will remember, or I do remember on Mother's Day, sobbing on the kitchen floor when I found out that I was pregnant again. I was yelling at Chris, how dare you do this to me? Okay, so I used that powder. All I did was go in with the butter bronzer. For the bronzer, I'm going in with the MAC Dainty Mineralized Blush. If I can open it. It's so funny because on these MAC blushes, you have to grab this bottom lip to open it, and normally that lip is like on the top, so I'm always trying to like open it the wrong way. Fun fact. I think MAC did it just to fuck with us. Or me. They're like, you know, 1 out of like 75 million people are gonna try to open this the other way, and we want to fuck with them, so let's just do it. Like, and her name's Melissa. There's just a little pinky blush, but I really like it, guys. I think it's really pretty. So just blending all that in. Highlight. Actually, I want to try the Master Chrome. I think I've used this once before. It's by Maybelline Master Chrome Metallic Highlighter. And it is in the Molten Rose Gold. So it's been a while since I played with it, so I just wanted to see performance-wise what we're getting ourselves into. Some of the highlighters at the store are bomb.com, like Milani. Oh my gosh, Milani's the one. So Gen Beauty 2 years ago, they had a booth there, and I was really sad when they did not come back this year. So if anybody knows anybody that works at Milani and they are interested in doing Gen Beauty in San Francisco, please encourage them to come back because they were amazing. But they had everybody there, and they were putting highlighter on everybody, and like you got a full-size highlighter to go. And they had, you know, a little area to take pictures and all that kind of stuff. But oh my God, that Milani highlight was popping. Like, I was like, this is drugstore? Like, because prior to that, like, I had seen a couple things, but didn't really, you know, think of anything about the Milani products. And then after that, it was like life-changing. I'm like, what else can I try? Like, look, I have the Make It Last setting spray. Like, I have all this Milani stuff just because I wanted to give it a shot and try it. Because I was like, okay, if that can perform like that, like, I'm down. I am down. Okay, let's put some eyelid primer on. We'll get going with some shadows. So all in all, timing wise, I don't know unless that's Chris. Nope, we're good. Timing wise, I think I'm okay. But this is the dangerous part when I get into the shadows, because if I get crazy, then it becomes, oh my gosh, I'm doing so great on time, to an hour later. Just try to keep me on track, guys, okay? Be like, hey, stop it. You don't need 12 shadows on that one eye. Move on. Move on. Moving on. Oh my gosh, did you guys see about Aretha Franklin? I mean, granted, like, I'm sure she lived an amazing life. Like, it just made me really sad. Like, we totally lost an icon. Like, I don't know. I feel like as I'm getting older, like, you hear more and more, like, okay, so-and-so passed away, so-and-so passed away. And as a kid, like, you never really pay attention to that stuff, which I guess is, like, a good thing. But as you get older, you're just like, holy crap. The time is definitely a ticking, and it's not on my side. And below and up is what's happening right now. 40 text messages that I will need to go through. All right, I'm going into my Dare to Create 39A Morphe. I was so happy when they brought this palette back. It is one of my favorites. It was limited edition for a while, which is just stupid, because it's such a great palette. It's like, duh, like, you'll continue to sell this. Like, people, when they're like hitting pan on one, will buy the whole palette again. Like, what are you guys doing? Obviously it is huge, so there's no way that you could really do this, so I understand why they didn't put a mirror in it. So I will just go. I'm really liking this Laura Lee Los Angeles, like the the Vibrant Color palette, mostly because it's small and compact and the mirror is really awesome. But yeah, I played with it twice and I thought I got actually 2 cute looks out of it. So I'm really impressed with the Laura Lee Los Angeles Party Animal palette. I will, at some point, just when I have time, get online and order her others now, because now I'm more interested in it. I don't know about Cat's Pajamas, though. Like, that first one that came out, like, interesting name. Packaging was, like, flowers, but it's Cat's Pajamas. Like, I don't get it. But, again, like, that's her brand, like, what she was feeling in the moment. So, I don't knock her. I just didn't understand it. So, but if the shadows are good, like you can see, I'm using that other palette. There's no mirror in there. There's no nothing. But it's like ultimately one of my favorite palettes. When this came out, like, not this, that I'm using, the 39A Dare to Create. When that first came out and I got it, I was like, oh my gosh, this is totally replacing my Jaclyn Hill. Totally. Did it? I tend to use it more than the Jaclyn Hill for sure. And what's funny is when I got the Vault, I was like, oh my god, I'm just going to use those shadows. That's all I'm going to use. And I got that, in June we went to Las Vegas. So I have maybe used that 5 or 6 times. It's mid-August. So I don't know, like, I think you have different intentions and then other stuff comes out and you get occupied, or you have your go-to, so you're like, oh, like, I can trust this. I don't have time to mess around with this, like, whatever. Or, oh, that's in 4 different palettes and I'm not one that normally stays within one palette. Except for this one, it has so much stuff in there, I totally can. But yeah, I'm just like, I kind of wish, like, it would have been in, like, a big palette like this. I think it would have been amazing. Okay, so I'm not even really showing you the colors, but I went in, my bad. Boom. So I went into this second one here, and then this third one here, just to deepen up the crease a little bit on one of my eyes. So I'm still going strong with that second row, third one in brown, just to deepen up that crease. And I always try to start with a lighter shade and then go in darker. I think that's just been my thing forever. Occasionally I will do something crazy and not do that, but it's pretty routine for me. Like, oh, okay, I'm gonna do a lighter one either all over, like, lid to almost eyebrow, and then, go with the darker one in the crease, or I'll go right above the crease like I did today and still call that the crease, but just with a bigger brush to cover more area, and then go in with a darker one and with a smaller brush. And granted, this brush is not small, but the brush that I was using a little bit ago was definitely larger. Okay, so that just gives me a little bit of color. I'm going to wipe off this brush, which is that larger Morphe one that I was using, the M441, and I'm just going to clean that up by back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Same thing on this eye, back and forth, back and forth. So it looks like those 2 colors, instead of sitting on top of one another, like naturally gradient, go up. Okay, so do I want to do a green on? Sure, let's do a green. Again, I don't have a lot of time, so we're going to go in. I did straight up pick up the shimmer. So I will lay the shimmer down first, and then I will go back in. I'm going to do the shimmer almost to the outer, because I'm going to go back in with a dark brown, a little bit darker than I used in the crease, to darken up that outer corner. I will hit this with some MAC Fix Plus in just a minute to make it shine. And then we'll play with, like, a light brown or a tan and a green on my bottom lash line too. Or I guess we could put, like, a different color and make it fun. Maybe I'll do, like, I don't know what I'm going to do. Okay. I'm, like, having a hard time, like, breathing today. Like, what is going on? I mean, the smoke, yes, is still in the air, but for the most part, a lot of it's, like, dissipated. So very interesting that I'm having, like, a hard time. Maybe I'm catching a cold. Hopefully not. MAC Fix Plus, you are amazing. They didn't already have a best friend, I'm telling you. MAC Fix Plus might take its place, or take her place. Just kidding. Just kidding. But I do really love it. I do wish it wasn't as expensive though, because I go through it quite often. And 26 bucks a pop, like, come on now. Kind of wish it had like one of those, like those coffee cards, you know what I mean? Like you go get coffee and they stamp your card. A stamp card, duh, is what it's called. It's like you go, you get it, and you're like, oh, okay, your 10th one's free, or whatever. That would be awesome. Okay, I'm just going to blend it back into that crease because I got a little crazy on one of the eyes. I went a little bit higher with the green, so when my eyes are closed, you can't really tell, but this eye I definitely went a little bit higher with the green. So I kind of feel like I need to do that over here and blend up a little bit so it's not jealous of the other one. Okay, the Morphe E17 brush. I'm gonna go in. Oh, let me show you the green that I used. So the green that I used was right here. I think I'm gonna go into the brown right next to it just to do the outer corner of my eyelid. Not think I am going in with that color. Okay. This is a brush I didn't use, but because I hadn't, I'm just going in to lightly blend. That darkened it up. Now lower lash line. I'm gonna go in actually with that same color. That was my first color that I put on, and just put it right underneath the eyeball. I was gonna use that green on the bottom, but I kind of do want to play with a different color. Let me see here. Let's see here. Let's just do the blue. I'm going with a dark navy blue. Not where my finger is, but 3 doors down. Oh, I just knocked over my water bottle. And put my nail right in the shadow. I'm definitely getting a lot of fallout today on my face. So maybe I'm going in harder than I normally do with this palette because I don't get a lot of that with this palette normally. And it's funny because it's only on this eye. Only on my right eye. And one bottom lash that's trying to go into my eyeball. Okay, so that's what we're gonna do. Let me wipe off the craziness that's going on. Put on some mascara. I'll come a little bit closer so y'all can see. Again, I'm kind of in that rush, so I was trying to keep it under 30 minutes. We're at 29 minutes of me chit-chatting with you right now. So I don't know if it will make it to the minute countdown. Oh man, especially because I still see fallout on my face. I'm so bummed right now. Okay, let's go back in with this real quick and see if it can pick that up and cover that little spot. Yeah, that's fine. And dry it down. Yep, see, I'm sure that 20 seconds until it hits 30 minutes. So I was trying to stay under 30 and I failed. But I'm pretty close. So I'm going to pat myself on the back for doing a good effort job. Oh my gosh, see, now I said that and I got a little black spot underneath this side too. So I'll have to let that dry and then go back in and clean that up. This is the Essence $5 mascara. And they were also not there this year at Gem Beauty, guys. Like, so Milani and Essence, get them back. Like, for drugstore brands, like, they are amazing. Amazing. And like Essence, like on their website has, I think, like free shipping if you spend more than $15 or whatever. And like Ulta carries their brand like in their drugstore section. And I don't know if it was Target or Walmart. One of them carried Essence for a while, but I don't think I've seen it. Maybe it's just my store that I go to. I don't really know. But I was really sad when they stopped carrying it because I was like, oh, like when you go down those aisles and you're just like, I just want to pick up a couple things that's convenient. Spoolie brush, guys, is your friend. If you ever have mascara that you accidentally cake on your face, you need to get it away. That's all you do. Okay, let me set this stuff. Now Fix Plus for the win. I open my mouth to talk as I'm spraying stuff at me. Genius. So that's too pink. What lip do I want to go with today? Let's go. That's Bel Air. That might be too pink too. Smashbox. Most of my nudes are probably in my purse. Okay, so I'm just gonna throw this one on, which is also Cream Pie Lip Gloss. No, I'm not. What's this? ColourPop Times Square. I might just go in with this shimmer. Moonchild. Okay. Just a glass. I'm gonna end up changing that. Bombshell. Let's try this. Not necessarily do I recommend putting a lipstick on over a gloss because I don't want to stay in the lines, but I do actually like it, so I'm gonna bring these two with me today. So this is my eye look. What is going on over there? Oh, I guess it's just a shadow. Okay, so this is my final look. I hope you guys have an amazing day. Thanks for getting ready with me today. I will talk to you guys all later. Bye.